Good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. I already had breakfast, and today is the day of Challenge Salou race. So I've had breakfast and I'm getting my bike to transition. I'm planning to get back. We're actually staying about 15 minutes walk from the start of the event. So I thought that even I could ride a bike to the start line, which I didn't do before. So we're staying 15 minutes away from the transition, from the start. So I'm just gonna bike to the venue. I'll leave the bike, and I still have more than 2 hours right now until the start. So I'm just gonna get back, get into my tri-suit, wetsuit, and then I'll walk again closer to the start of the event. So it's a 70.3. It was supposed to be shorter, but they changed the bike course, so it should be spot on. We'll actually ride 4 laps of 22.5 kilometers, plus there's gonna be a flat run. Elevation gain is only about 550 meters, I think, over 90 kilometers, so it's the flattest I've done in a while. And yeah, it's been almost a year since my last triathlon actually, so I'm trying to remember what to do. What do I need to do actually? The transition zone is quite empty. It's so early. There's no one here yet. Only some of the pros are leaving their bikes, and very few bikes on the racks so far. I'm just gonna walk the transition to remember what I need to do on the race. But the idea is that we have the red line and we have the black line, and now I forgot which one is when, but we're gonna run on one line from the swim, the other line from the bike, and then there's racks over there. So we will take the bags, we will change whatever we need to do. We need to put the helmets in the bags, so I will run in the helmet towards the bike. And I think the race number I can also put there. I'm not really, I don't think it makes huge sense to put it under the wetsuit. It's faster, but then I can also accidentally take it off when taking off the wetsuit. So we're putting the stuff here, and going back to the hotel. So I just asked the officials, and basically the black line is where we go from the bike, and now I need to remember which way to go. So there is really a lot of it's very long. It's a very long transition, which is I think it's okay, but then I also will need to run a lot more without the bike, which is I think the best scenario. So I will run longer after the swim, and then I will run shorter off the bike, and then this is my way. 22, 21, there's so many rows, more bikes. And now I know that there's a pizzeria, this pizzeria is exactly my line. I haven't seen that they have the numbers, but this is now even better. So I know that my line is 11. Here, take the bike and go out to it. Okay, so that's the way, and then backwards I go from the bike. There's the terrace, and then there's number 11 where I stop with the bike. And 5:56 a.m. It looks like it's getting a little bit brighter. I'm not sure if you can even see me at all. So I'm going back to the apartment. I will have about, maybe half an hour to get ready, maybe 40 minutes, and then I will go back to the transition area. Yeah, everything's close. Everything's done and dusted. My neighbor is a guy from near Madrid who is doing his third triathlon. He's a little bit nervous. I feel nervous and sort of not at the same time, because I don't know how many triathlons I did, maybe 40 by now, and some of the things I do automatically because it's already trained so many times, but then I keep thinking that I will just forget something important because I haven't done one in almost a year. I think everything's set. I have the bike shoes on my pedals. I have everything else in the bags because for the longer distance that's kind of how it's supposed to be today. I think I'm ready. Like, the helmet's in the bag. I have the only big difference that I haven't done before is that now I'm using this armband heart rate monitor, which I put into the bag with a helmet. So I'll take my wetsuit off, I'll put my helmet on, and then while I run to the bike I need to put my armband monitor strap so that it will connect then, and we'll be ready to go. I think all good. And then I have the shoes on the pedals. I haven't practiced putting them on the go since last triathlon, but I think it should be fine. And then for the run I have my glasses, my hat and my running shoes in the bag with socks. I have some baby powder in my running shoes and my cycling shoes. It's actually been raining a lot yesterday, and now the roads are still a little bit moist, but I think by the end of the swim they should be fine. And then I have all my nutrition in the bottles. I have my wetsuit, my tri-suit in the apartment with my goggles with the swim cap, so I'll put on those, and I think I'm good to go. And I think I'm actually in quite a good shape right now. It worries me a little bit that I haven't done a triathlon in a year, but then I think I could maybe do some form of a personal best today. If things go well. Right, there is some difference in bike preparation. This is actually the first time I'm going as aero as I can. So this is the first time when I actually took off the bottle cages from my frame. So I will have one bottle just in front of me between my hands, and then I will have another bottle behind me on the back. So I'll go with just like this setup. I have another space for a bottle behind me, and then all my spares are in a small nutrition bag. I think this year is also the first one where I have the smallest pump with me, that it's just a small hand pump, and that actually fits anywhere, and it did fit in my small frame bag. And in the frame bag I will only have 2 capsules of caffeine, 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's the only nutrition that's not in the bottles, which caffeine isn't even nutrition. So I had a coffee. I may have another coffee right now, I'm not sure, probably I will do, and then I'll take 200 milligrams of caffeine in capsules before the start, and another 200 mid-bike. So that would gradually build up the caffeine in me, and then it would just maintain it until the end of the run. So I'm in the camp of people who are thinking that drinking Red Bull and Coke at the end of the run is not a good solution because it's kind of too late. If it takes half an hour for caffeine to kick in, then and it lasts for 3-4 hours in the body, so there's no point in having it at the end of the race. You should have it mid-race, and then you will have it last until the end. So the only thing I will need to do is just top up in the middle, and then that should hopefully let me sleep at night as well. It's actually quite chill, but I'm thinking that I will probably put on half of my wetsuit in the apartment also, and then I'll go halfway ready, probably with a hoodie on top of the tri-suit. That would be the warmest. I'll have my Aero calf sleeves under the wetsuit, which I'll keep throughout the race, and then the bike I will do barefoot, but for the run I'm putting on socks. I'm leaving no chance for blisters. And I think I'm gonna run good today. Like right now it feels so chill that if the day kind of unfolds as it is now, then by 11 a.m. it will not be super hot and I will run good. And the bike is, since it's almost completely flat, I think unless I have any issues with my lower back, which was a little bit tight, I think I will go quite good. I think I will not overbike, because it's hard to overbike on the flat. I have my target heart rate, but I think I will stay at it just the whole time, because okay, open the door. So I think if I need to stay at my target heart rate on a flat, I'll just need to bike as hard as I can, and I will be in the zone. And then for the run, I need to chill for the first 5k, and then it's gonna be somehow stay chill for the first lap, stay calm, and then there's 4 laps starting from the second. I can kind of unfold and see where it lands. Right, I'm also doing bicarb, which I think is the most disgusting thing ever. Like, this gel that you get out of it is just absolutely horrible on the taste, but I hope it works. It's 5 minutes to 8. My start is in 35 minutes, and I'm off to the start. Basically, I think everything's ready. I have my wetsuit half on. I just need to deposit my bag with my hoodie, and then I do have my goggles, my swim cap, and the gel. So I think I have everything ready. I'm 2 coffees and 200 milligrams of caffeine in. I got my Morton bicarb system in. I think I'm fully ready. I feel a little bit nervous for no good reason, but I think I'm just ready. And here we go. I have a little bit of footage from the race itself. So the swim was quite fun. The water was very quiet. It was very still. And then we were swimming in 2 laps where you can see right now I actually wanted to outsmart everyone, and I ran right across the beach. So according to the rules, you don't actually have to swim right away specifically, and if you run further along the beach, you would save some time by running faster. But the moment I got back into the water, I didn't actually start jumping quicker, because I felt I cannot lift my arms. Then T1 was my relatively slower one, but still all good. I managed not to forget everything, and then went straight on the bike. The bike was 4 laps, very flat, and then the run was the main problematic part for me because it was just too hard on my feet, and as I discussed with my coach later on, apparently my feet were not ready for the carbon shoes and their stiffness. But anyway, a very nice event, and yeah, looking forward to keep training for the following ones. And I'm done. Now it's time to get the bike out of the transition. I had some time to think about the race. It was very hard. I did my best ever swim, 32 minutes. I did my best ever bike, 2 hours 31, I think, official time. And yeah, and then the ride was very hard. Not sure what happened. Maybe I overbiked. Maybe yeah, I think probably I just overbiked. But yeah, maybe it was also partially carbon shoes, but I've been running in these for a while, so they are not new. This is something yet to discuss with my coach. But my feet were burning. So every step for the first 5K, I started like not too fast, kind of was following the plan. It was not hard to run, but my feet were just burning every single step. And yeah, so that was the main limiting factor. I'm not sure if the bicarb worked, but the heart rate on the run was just not getting up. I was running in like the mid 160s, closer to the end, which is lower than my even target range. But yeah, finished in 4 hours, 50 minutes and 4 seconds, which for a kind of a bad day on the run, it's a very good time. Yeah, after all, am I happy? Yes, I'm kind of very happy, I think, overall, because the time, the result is actually very good for kind of this bad day that I had. But then at the same time, I had a best swim ever, best bike ever, and yeah, just had a bad day on the run, so I had to pay for it. But would I recommend this race actually? I think, yeah, I'm not sure. So I was looking for this challenge Salou because like in Spain many things are beautiful, but this is probably one of the worst locations you can pick, because so it's next to Portaventura, so you can actually spend good time with the family around. But the race itself, the venue, it is in a very touristic area, and the swim is nice. The water is relatively calm because it's kind of covered from 2 sides. But then the bike, so there's 4 laps where each lap goes twice along the road, along some factories, and today there was some heavy smell of something like rubber, some chemicals, and yeah, there's nothing to look at. It's like a out and back road, and yeah, it's kind of like a very technical location for the race. And then you get to pass one spot, which maybe that is nice for people watching the race, that you pass it on the bike 9 times. Yeah, but then the run is on the beach. The run is actually nice. Everything is quite flat. There's 650 meters of elevation gain on the bike, which is, yeah, maybe not completely flat, but relatively flat to the areas around. So yeah, I think it's nice to do it once, but probably I would not look forward to doing it again. And in 3 weeks I'm doing a China tour. this big bike ride. So stay tuned for that. Let's see how it goes this year.